Sarnowski, Exhibit Service, booth 637.
You know all of them?
Congratulations to all winners.
Is there Sarnowski?
TS2 Best Show winners.
And I would agree with some of those awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Just based on the fundamentals. I think a lot of people wonder and they don't agree because they haven't broken the exhibit down to see how the exhibit is working.
Yeah.
They're doing it more on emotional like and dislike thing profile. But all of those exhibits that were mentioned yesterday when we went through and did kind of a design study in the hall, they're following some of the fundamentals for exhibit design and marketing. So the different zones, working the zones and messaging and that kind of stuff. So
that's awesome. That's kind of a fun award, it sounds like.
Yeah, it is. You know, it isn't as competitive as it used to be, and obviously when you're determining design awards from amongst a group of exhibit houses themselves on their exhibits, it becomes a very much a point of pride.
So let's start. What's your name?
Patricia Sanders.
Patricia, and where are you from?
I'm from Herndon, Virginia. I work for DRS Technologies.
Okay. And what is your capacity with the organization?
Director of Marketing and Communications for a line of business within DRS Technologies. It's the Technical Services Group.
Oh, okay. So you travel a lot and...
Not in this current position, but I've been a part of the aerospace and defense marketing industry for over 30 years, and in a previous position I was the National Director of Marketing Communications for BAE Systems.
Okay.
And in that capacity, a significant amount of international and domestic trade show travel.
Excellent. Well, let's talk a little bit about TSEA. I'm very happy that you stepped in here because you're actually on the board.
I am, yes.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about that. How long have you been on the board of TSEA?
This is my second year, starting my second year. I was initiated at last year's TS2 in Washington, D.C., but I've been a TSEA member for about 25 years.
Wow.
And probably a CME candidate for as long. It's difficult when you're working and traveling and focused on other things to take the time to get your materials together for your package, even though as important as it is. But the TSEA board opportunity presented itself last year, and I was very excited and honored to be able to give back to the organization that has been my bread and butter, my school and my mentor for the last 25, 30 years. Wow.
So you way back 25 years ago, did you think you'd be on the board and actually helping, maneuver?
25 years ago, I never anticipated that I would be in the industry this long.
Really?
I never anticipated the opportunity to be a part of this infrastructure at that level, because in those days, TSEA was an iconic proportions to me as a new exhibit manager, coordinator. I never felt that I would have ever have amassed any kind of network or experience base or knowledge base that would be a benefit.
So why, as a board member, why would somebody join TSEA? Would they, are they newcomers in the industry? Are they people who might be in the industry for a while but just have not heard about the benefits of being TSEA?
TSEA is unique in that it provides a forum for people within the industry. It's the only trade association that's focused on the consumer, on the buyer of the goods for the exhibition industry, the exhibits manager, the event planner, those of us who have the opportunity to spend lots of money on behalf of our companies in the pursuit of market share. And TSEA, as I said, is that only organization that is a forum for us. It is a place for us to gain education, a network, but more importantly, it's a place for us to vet good ideas, bad ideas. It's a place to learn. It's a safe environment for mistakes. It's a safe environment for any kind of opportunities that come professionally. It's without something like professional association in conjunction with education, you don't have a full stool underneath you to provide you with the support you need to develop a good program.
Yeah, and I understand a new website is launched.
It is,
and
yes.
it looks fantastic. It really looks fantastic.
And I'm really glad that you noticed that. What we've noticed at TSEA is that the marketplace is changing, and the way that we do business in the exhibition industry, exhibit marketing is having to adapt itself to a world that is rapidly escalating in speed, in dynamic impressions, in cost. Costs are escalating, time is not expanding, and people are having to learn new tools and techniques to reach their markets.
Yeah.
The website is the great forerunner. We're all familiar with websites. There's no reason why our trade association shouldn't be one of the primary communications tools for us to reach our market.
It's definitely going to bring in a new market for you too. It's going to bring in a global audience.
It is.
Which is really nice. So, and we're talking about that, we're looking at growing chapters.
Yes.
I have met so many people who want to start a chapter. The buzz about TSEA is out there.
Absolutely. Years ago, chapters were a great opportunity for social networking. And we all remember the good old days when TSEA's chapters were prevalent in every city around the United States. And it was really a great place for people to come together and to have a great social time, to build relationships. That was the style of business-to-business marketing in those days.
Yeah.
Then we sort of went into a decline when budgets got tighter, travel got tighter, and people started to drift away and rely more on technology rather than interpersonal relationships to build business opportunities. And now I think the pendulum has switched again, and we're finding that more and more it's very important for us to be connected one-on-one with people. The local chapters provide a venue for every exhibitor to network with other people, peer-to-peer. Colleagues can get together, suppliers, buyers can get together, but it's all around the common core and drive for education, which is the great cornerstone, and it's the thing that links us all together. So I'm really happy. There's absolutely no one in the TSEA family who shouldn't have access regionally to a chapter.
It all starts at the chapter level.
It does.
I mean, that's how members get involved. That's how you retain your members. That's how you get new members.
Yes.
If a new member walked in here right now and asked you, why should I join TSEA, what would you tell them?
Education would be the very first thing. Education. But education within the context of practical education. Ability to network in their local area for contacts, mentors, professional colleagues, resources within their own chapter area. Chapter development is an opportunity. To stay on the cutting edge of what other industries are doing. When do you have an opportunity or the time to look outside of your particular industry to see what's going on? Most people are running crazy schedules just to keep up with their company's trade show programs within their own industry. They go to the medical shows if they're in the medical industry. They go to the aerospace shows if they're in the defense contracting, but they don't see outside the box. TSEA is the big melting pot where we all can come together and share common experiences and collaborate and to learn from each other.